Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rainbow Warriors will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll run this play from the pistol. Pulled and finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking to pass. It's Roberson. Throws for the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. They've been running it, but now the pass. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted.
Oh, they blocked the extra point.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Defense looks like they're coming. Here comes the option. The pitch. Breaks the tackle. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bunch formation for these receivers. Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bulls about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Davis looking to pass. That's caught. It's Sims. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Makes the quick grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Got the quick completion. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Davis will throw. Now improvising. Snagged out of the air. And they're able to get him down.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Toss to the outside. Oh, better look out. He's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
To throw, it's Roberson. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's McMillan. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Bulls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air, it's Roberson. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Davis looking to pass. That's reeled in. It's Barfield. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Got a man. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Warriors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Number 19, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He smashes his way through again. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Henderson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Roberson. Now he's going to break the pocket. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the 1st half. It is a 1st down.
And that is enough.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Back to pass, it's Roberson. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Harris. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Davis looking to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And the Bulls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Now the pitch. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember that.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Great place to start for this offense. Defense might bring the house here. The give from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Davis will throw. Using the quick game. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on the option. Runs through the tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Hawaii 21, Buffalo 17.
So 1st down will open up the final period. The toss sweep to the right. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. Free up the gut. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First and goal, Buffalo.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And that one's way too far for everybody.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Gets it out quickly. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect
loose in the middle. It's a seam wide, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. He rifles one deep to the left. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Davis looking to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To the air on first down. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Rainbow Warriors have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Blue Blues. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Back to pass, it's Roberson. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game.